Hi, I'm Victor. I'm here at Dr. Spiegel's office and I'm going to tell you about my experience with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. I'm an athlete, so I've played volleyball pretty much my whole life, and I first sustained some concussions in college playing volleyball. At one point I had my first concussion and my second and third within the span of just 3 months, so it compounded pretty hard. And my symptoms got to the point where I couldn't even read a sentence in my textbook without throwing up. I had to sit in a dark room, lost some memory, some vision, and probably the worst point of my symptoms was being in college, taking a test online, and when I went back and saw my answers, I didn't recognize any of the words or remember putting any of them down. And in the course of 7 years of college, I failed or had a withdrawal from 23 classes before I passed one because my symptoms were so bad. So the different recoveries I had tried was I visited with monks, I did cryotherapy, I did what's called microcurrent electrotherapy. I did pretty much anything that I could to try and feel better. And I had some doctors give me the comfort of saying, yes, there's something severely wrong with you, we just haven't figured it out yet. I had some tell me, there's nothing wrong with you, it's all in your head, just maybe try some relaxation, and I think the most you'll be able to do for the rest of your life is just some easy jogging. And then some of the therapies that helped a bit, I got to about, say, 90%, but it was always I'd feel good, then the symptoms would come back and I'd go back down to like 50%. And then it wasn't until I found the therapy here in the hyperbaric that I got from that 90 to that 100 in just 2 weeks. So for the very first time in 7 or 8 years, I'm able to train without any head pressure. I can withstand the heat without symptoms. I can think clearly. I can feel my feet in the sand when I play beach volleyball, and just feeling really good. So I think the main difference between hyperbarics and the other therapies I tried was the other therapies, it was something more short-term. So yes, I would feel great for a month or two, and then the problem would come back. And that's sustainable for a little bit, but to live your entire life basically on a regimen of therapy doesn't make you the happiest, and it's not all that sustainable. So I feel that with oxygen, I don't have to reorient my life back into doing therapies every single day and living my life as someone who has a traumatic brain injury versus I'm healed for the time being and I can live my life to the fullest and I can really go for what I want to do without in the back of my head thinking I'm someone who's injured, who this is going to come back if I don't maintain it. I was recommended here by my talk therapist. So on a Thursday, I walked in and asked what hyperbaric was all about, got my info, and then on Monday, I came in for my first treatment. By Tuesday, my second, I had practice for beach volleyball the following day, and my coach told me this is the best I've seen you play in the 4 years that I've known you, and me knowing this is the best I played in the 7 years since I've had my brain injuries. And how I feel now, I feel like we don't have control over our entire life, but I at least have control over the efforts that I can put towards my goals. And I'm uninhibited as far as I feel like I have a fair shot at doing what I want to do and don't have this lingering weight on me that I'm someone living with a brain injury or I'm someone who's limited because of such and such. So I haven't felt this generally good in 7 years, and I recommend it to anyone who's had head trauma or pretty much anyone who there's something wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but I'll do anything to figure it out or try and heal. I think it's worth a shot.